Hello, everyone. Welcome. Today, I wanted to just talk a little bit about this new format of mine. I hope you're all enjoying it. See, I'd begun to feel like many of my past videos had become a little tiresome and perhaps somewhat predictable. I liked a lot of them. I'm proud of the good ones, and I really wish I'd known which ones were going to get traction because, well, I would have done a much better job. The thing is, I'm aware that many probably see Omnists as a bunch of kumbaya hippies who believe all religions are true, everything is true. And aren't Omnists just adorable? And there's truth to it. In most ways, I truly do believe that all religions, philosophies, and sciences have a similar kind of value. In short, that they are all attempts by us humans to understand things beyond our own perception. I have a great reverence for many religions I've studied, and I've actively participated in many of them. However, for me, accepting all religions is just kind of the first step. There are a number of directions you could go after you accept that everyone's point of view, to a degree, has the same value, based both on the limited nature of humans and the fact that we each see the world through our own perception. It might sound pedantic to some, and I understand that. However, I happen to believe there's something useful there. I believe very fervently that anyone who believes in a given religion and lives by it is as well off as one can be spiritually. In other words, a person who believes in a given religion can be just as fulfilled spiritually by that religion as anyone else by whatever belief system they have. Belief systems to me are kind of like blank slates. And a person's religion, and by that I mean a particular person's own interpretation of that religion, is a reflection of who they are more than it is a reflection of whatever that religion is in the abstract. In short, everyone has an image in their heads of what a Christian is, what a Muslim is, but that view probably bears little resemblance to any particular believer. It's just how we see a religion based on what we know of it personally and the people we've met, the books we've read, etc. But if we haven't actually lived that belief system, it's hard to really understand what it is to be a believer in that system. My view isn't just agreeing with a bunch of belief systems which on the surface seem to contradict, but prove to be more similar underneath. I do get a genuine feeling of reverence and faith from many religions. And that's because of how I see them now and the experiences I have with people from those religions. My point of view comes from a need for spiritual exploration. I've lived a life wanting to touch the divine in a tangible way. I wanted to touch something more than this. Each belief system I've encountered has taught me something of reaching beyond myself. Through prayer, meditation, fasting, sweat lodging, dancing, and worship in a host of ways, including my obsession with sciences and philosophy. All of that has brought me one step closer to whatever it is I'm looking for, even if I still don't know what that's going to look like. To me, they have all said similar things, but in 1,000 wise voices. I take from them what rings true for me personally and leave the rest for others who relate to the rest. And while I know I could spend several lifetimes exploring spirituality through a single religion, a single denomination, a single discipline, and there would still be more to discover, I, for whatever reason, needed to understand at least a bit of all of it so I could forge some kind of personal spirituality for myself. I suspect this is true of many who watch my channel. Many who connect strongly to something out there, but perhaps not in the same way as others do. I know many of you come from a variety of religions and may or may not be of a different religion now. Or you may be a humanist, but feel there's far more out there than what science can easily answer. Or a theist who feels agnosticism has more truth to it than you realized before. Personally, I believe that science one day will come to many of the same conclusions as the ancient religions, like the connection between quantum physics and the ancient Hindu mythology. I think there's a great deal we can learn from past teachings in ways we won't from present teachings, simply because we're in a different place now, and the academics of today have different priorities, as well they should. You may still be searching. I know I am. And the answers I've found have only led me to a million more questions. But I'm doing these videos the way I am now because I think Omnism actually has something to say outside simply reflecting other religions. I'm trying to figure things out with it. There's a lot of ways to do that. Some go into ecstatic trances or take hallucinogenic herbs or harm themselves to induce altered states. Many commit themselves to a single discipline like Buddhism or shamanic traditions. And this is my journey. And I only share it with all of you in the hopes that it will inspire others to bravely follow their own journeys. There will always be people telling you not to color outside the lines, or that spirituality is for the weak and has no place in serious modern thought, or that you'll go to hell if you read something you're not supposed to. I don't know where else my journey will lead me, but this format reflects my need to not only talk about other religions and ideologies, but to talk about Omnism as if it's a living idea and not just a study of spirituality. I think by looking through the lens of many different disciplines, we might have a chance at actually figuring something out. Or die trying. So goes the hope. I'm the Urban Omnist, and I will see you guys on the next one.